मेरी पिक्चर शुरू हो रही है।
And Luck by Chance was meant to be my first film, so I'm really happy it.
Vikram Jay Singh. I'm an actor.
He's not at all like Salman actually.
तुम एक्टर हो ही नहीं और बन भी नहीं सकते।
I would really love it if Amir do this cameo. Hi, this is Zoya Akhtar and you're watching BollywoodHangama.com.
ये उन लोगों का रास्ता है जो खुद अपने तक जाते हैं, अपने आप को जो पाते हैं। तुम इस रास्ते पर ही चलना। Inspiring lines written by poet Zoya Akhtar on the 18th birthday of his daughter. A daughter who is all set to make a directorial debut with much anticipated Luck by Chance. Zoya Akhtar, great pleasure having you in BollywoodHangama.com.
Thank you.
अरे यहाँ तक मैं कैसे पहुँचा सिर्फ मैं जानता हूँ। और अब एक मौका मुझे मिल रहा है कामयाब होने का और तुम उसमें अपना शेयर क्यों ढूंढ रही हो?
In the recent times, there have been a couple of films which have been based on movies within movies. First is Om Shanti Om, made by Farhan, and the other one is Khoya Khoya Chand by Sudhir Mishra. Both are different films. How different is Luck by Chance compared to these two films?
Luck by Chance is not an expose of the film industry, so to speak. It's about people. A film about two strugglers who are trying to make their dreams come true, and how their interaction with each other and their relationship changes each other's lives forever. And the randomness of luck, the randomness of how fate works for some people, and how their own self-esteem and their own view and their own attitude to life actually affects their destiny. But the underlying theme, I think, of the film is success and failure. Who decides where you fit in those things, you know?
सफर मेरे पास आया था तो क्या था? नाच कहाँ है? कुछ तो देखा। जय माता।
You also have a character called Zafar Khan, played by Hrithik Roshan. He's having a cameo in the film. There's a perception that it has real-life connotations to Salman Khan as well. Is it true, any chance?
Not at all. Not at all. He's not at all like Salman actually in the film.
What is Zafar Khan all about?
Zafar Khan is an actor he's a star. He's young. So his first film, he debuted in a Romy Rolly production, which is Rishi Kapoor. We've treated him very really. I mean, we see him on set and we see him on camera. But we see him behind, which is we've seen him being selfish. We see him juggling his career. We see him sensitive to, being caught up in his own world, but looking at the world outside and, you know, for that one brief second being sensitive. We see him being insecure. So we've caught him. I mean, he's real. He's just human. You know, there's no shebang about him. You just see him, you know, in his home, in his car, in his workspace, in his makeup room. Is that kind of room.
हमेशा की तरह रोमी रॉली प्रोडक्शन के हीरो हैं ज़फर खान।
Zafar Khan, ये image है. He's an icon.
There are lots of superstar cameos in the film, and there are lots of people like Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, and huge stars apart from that. And other stars, they have done the cameos earlier, but Amir Khan, he has not done a cameo after Damani for Rajkumar Santoshi. So how did you convince him?
I really wanted Amir for a particular cameo in the film, and I know that he doesn't do cameos, so I didn't know whether I should ask him and, you know, make it awkward for him. And Farhan, me, Ritesh, we discussed it. Should we ask him? Should we not ask him? But I happened to mention it to my dad because I was working with my father on the dialogue. I get a call from my dad one day, who's met him for something X, Y, Z, something else, and he calls up and he says, "Listen, I met Amir and I spoke to him and he said he'll do it." And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah." So actually, this question you should ask my dad because he swung it for me.
Talking about your first film, it has taken quite a while in just realizing that dream of yours. Earlier, I believe you were doing a movie called Kismat Talkies with, I think, Kareena and Hrithik Roshan. So what exactly happened? Why didn't it work out?
We were working on that script, and I was working with Hrithik on that script, and then we started working on another script, just like talking, and he wanted to do that first. But that would have taken time to do. But he wanted to do that other film first and do Kismat Talkies later. But then by the time I got that script done and everything, it would have taken time, and I really needed to make a film. So I spoke to him and I said, "So what if I make Luck by Chance with Farhan? Will you play Zafar? And then we'll do the next film subsequently." And he was like, "Okay." So I just said I'll make, and Luck by Chance was meant to be my first film, so I'm really happy it is.
Apparently, there's a dance number by Hrithik Roshan as well.
Yeah. He's an actor in the film, so yeah.
What is that song all about?
It's called Bavre. It is a set in a circus. It's supposed to be a set. It's a set, and he's doing the item. It's my homage to the Hindi movie item song, and I wanted to do it as a circus because, you know, the analogy for the Indian film industry is the circus. So I set it as a circus, and it's got a folk vibe, but it's mixed with like a breakbeat, and it's very good. And I'm very happy with it.
Your main star cast is Farhan Akhtar and Konkona Sian Sharma. Not the most saleable of stars, especially Rock On had not happened when I think you must have started and all that.
Yeah.
And Farhan is a brilliant actor, there's no doubt about that. But did you have apprehensions about the fact that what if things don't work out?
I cannot have those concerns. Those concerns are my producer's concerns, beyond a point. I can only be like, this is the best cast. I mean, these are the best actors for the part. And the producer can then tell me it's economically viable or it's not viable. When Ritesh was like, he's game for it. Because see, it's an ensemble piece. Like, yeah, they are your leads, but it's a big canvas. It's an ensemble piece. And we have a lot of actors thrown in. And he was totally game. And when he and Farhan, the reason it didn't happen a couple of years ago was because it wasn't economically viable to do it with younger people. But now the audience has completely changed. You know, when I wrote it, there were no multiplexes, like Dil Chahta Hai at that time. So the audience has changed, and it makes it simpler to make films like that. And people are interested in watching different stories and newer actors. They are interested. So when my producers told me that they are okay with it, I mean, why should I get concerned?
You know, किसी ने कहा है कामयाबी और नाकामयाबी इंसान खुद ही चुनता है.
You're also having Javed Akhtar and Shabana Azmi playing themselves in the film as well.
Yeah, they're there in a party scene. Yeah.
Can you give a few names of people who are there from the film industry?
A lot of them are playing themselves. For example, Amir, Shahrukh, Anurag Kashyap, who's playing a writer, Manish Acharya, who directed Lawrence of Punjab, who's playing corporate financier, Baman Irani, playing a shipping magnate, Saurabh Shukla playing an acting class coach. So there are a lot of actors that I love, you know, and people I like that are in there that are playing, you know, cameo roles. But then there are certain stars that are just playing themselves, that are in the film.
हिंदी फिल्मों का हीरो ना सिर्फ एक्टिंग करता है बल्कि गाने गाता है, कॉमेडी करता है, डांस करता है, एक्शन करता है.
I read one of your interviews in a newspaper today, and you've said that I don't give a shit if people think that Farhan Akhtar has ghost-directed the film, as long as they come to the theatre to watch the film. What do you think about the constant comparisons which happen at times?
I don't care. I mean, you know, like if in my first film I'm starting to get compared to one who I think is one of the best directors around, I mean, I'm on a good footing. It's okay.
यहाँ टैलेंट के साथ साथ लक भी बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर होता है.